Now in theaters from Lionsgate, Ana de Armas is The Ballerina. Now this has been hastily retitled into From the World of John Wick, Ballerina, so that people know that it's John Wick related. And if you watch this movie not knowing it's John Wick related, by the time the film is over, you will absolutely know it's John Wick related. It's a little unfortunate they have to do that to the title. This movie is, I almost said the F word, fantastic. This movie is great with a capital G. I loved Ballerina, and I'm being only slightly more over-enthusiastic than I would be if it weren't for the fact that I keep hearing people say that they don't like this film, or that it's formulaic, or it's not. This is an action movie where you can see what's going on in it. This is an action movie with unbelievable action and fight choreography, and it's very clever and very funny, and I was cackling and giggling like an idiot through the whole film. This movie filled me with glee at being able to see what's going on in an action film. It's very rare. The John Wick movies are really the only dependable way to see really good action and be able to visually comprehend what's going on, and where wide shots are used so that you can just be impressed by the choreography and fully see all of the moves and who's doing what to who and just be impressed. So the story, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I'm going to leave a lot out of this, by the way. There are things that are in the marketing. There are things in the advertising that are put there so that you know everything about the movie and you'll go see the movie. God, we're so desperate you won't go see the movie. I'm going to tell you, go in blind. To most movies, if you can, go in blind. I went in only having seen the first trailer, knowing maybe some things that would have been cooler if they just appeared during the movie, so I'm not going to tell you those things. Basic story goes a little something like this. Ana de Armas is the grown version of a little girl whose father was taken from her too young, and she was whisked off and given the opportunity to go to the ballet school and be raised as an assassin, as was John Wick in the John Wick films. This film does share this. It's the same as it says, from the world of John Wick. It shares characters from the John Wick films, including but not limited to Anjelica Huston as the woman who runs the ballet academy, who trains people in ballet and also murder, and Ian McShane as the guy who runs the Continental Hotel. And you've got the Continental Hotel, and you have the concierge at the Continental Hotel. You've got a lot of the trappings of the world of John Wick. This looks like a John Wick movie. It has that really cool neon lighting and very strong colored lighting and sequences in clubs and just melees left and right. Ana de Armas is this girl, as I said, who's been trained as a ballerina and also somebody who kills people. And she is on a warpath of revenge toward Gabriel Byrne, who is the man who killed her father and who runs this assassin cult who are also responsible for the killing of her father. So it's her metaphorically working her way to the top of the pagoda to get to a number one, what do they call it, final boss in the video game terminology, and just laying waste to a lot of people. Ana de Armas is fantastic in this, in terms of the acting, in terms of the look, in terms of the action fight sequences and just badassery. This fight sequences are amazing. It does follow to some degree the John Wick path of, there he is, get him. And it does set up a sequel that would lead us to basically a female John Wick scenario where every assassin in the world is trying to get our hero or heroine in this case, and who will survive and what will be left of them. And that's fine. I went into a different action movie last week saying, with an action movie, all I care is that the action is really good and that I can see what's going on. And that other movie did not deliver that, unfortunately. And Ballerina delivers that in spades. I was able to see this in a Dolby screening, so it looked and sounded phenomenal. This is a big screen experience. You really want to see this on the big screen. As I say, the action is very clever. It's at times laugh out loud funny. It is incredibly gruesome and grim and very dark. You see more than one body just explode over the course of the film. There is a sequence toward the end of the film that utilizes a weapon that you don't often see utilized quite to the degree that it is in this film, and it's, dare I say, beautifully shot, and how it's executed and literally is just gorgeous to see on screen. So I'm going to start talking in circles. I don't want to say too much about the plot. I don't want to say too much about any other things that really kind of frankly should be surprises as you watch the film. But I really loved The Ballerina. This is probably the most enjoyable film I've seen this year. Easily the best action movie I've seen probably since the last John Wick. I thought the fourth John Wick was arguably one of the best action movies ever made, and this movie is really good. The Ballerina is really good. So I'm really hoping this does well. I'm really hoping people go to see this in the theater because, as I said, as soon as this movie was over, I want like 5 more of these. Can we sign Ana de Armas to do about 5 more of these, please? Thank you. Also, of note, I did not notice her in the film as I was watching it, but for fans of the original French Luc Besson La Femme Nikita or the John Landis Innocent Blood, Anne Perriot is in this film. She apparently plays the Prague Continental Concierge. So it was probably fleeting because I was racking my brain as soon as the film was over and I saw her name in the credits. I'm like, where was she? And I looked it up on IMDb and it said Prague Continental Concierge, but did not really notice her in the film, and that's a bummer because I'm a big fan of what her older work, and it's cool that she's getting work, and a nice nod by director Len Wiseman to put her in one of the iconic European female action stars, at least for that one movie of the 90s, to put her in this new film starring hopefully a new iconic female action star. So, in theaters, really should see this on the big screen if you can. I almost said Anne Perriot. It's true, Anne Perriot is in this film. Ana de Armas is the Ballerina.